Not bad. That was definitely not that bad, but he's, actually that was horrific. I don't think almost any roaches died. That one lived with probably like 2 HP. He's behind 1,000 resources. Trying to play the catch-up game right now, especially because the Zerg is now a base ahead. That was pretty good one-base play there from Project, especially the one-base Roach is really good against 2 gates, which unfortunately for us, we didn't see one get stomped completely. And massing Stalkers. Stalkers are way more effective against Roaches, but without something in front of them, they're just not going to take that much damage. What if he's going to get Burrow? Burrow is cool. You should probably get Burrow. Look at those little slow guys. We're going to come get you. And Creep Tumor, there you are. Creep Tumors. Well, there's one. Good. It's good to get the creep spreading now. It's nice to get one early because, of course, one Creep Tumor could cover the entire map, theoretically. And starting off earlier means you could really spread that creep better. Of course, it takes more APM to get that Creep Tumor out spreading. You don't want to miss a click on something more important like a larva over a Creep Tumor, usually. There we go. High ground advantage, very nice. Oh, look how awesome that is. Just like, I'm going to dig my claws in the ground, even though on low settings it looks like they're just poking it. Poke, poke, now I'm in the ground. Going for a secret, that's interesting play here. I wonder if Project Fox sees this. He doesn't see it right now. And I think, interesting, Zerg players a little higher would probably be a little bit better, because I think he'll see a probe, but if he could hit it now, that'd be amazing for him. Of course, secret expansions are always deadly if they're not caught, like most expansions. Just massing roaches right now. Good. I was just about to say, I hope he's getting the upgrade. Increases the movement speed of roaches. And Burrow. You should get Burrow because Burrow is cool. Another engagement here. He needs to get better tech options than Blink Stalkers. Unless his Blink Stalker micro is extreme. Far beyond that of most gold players. He's not going to do so hot. He needs to back up. Just back up and leave some force fields. Okay, well, Project Fox is not going to engage that. Which is also wise because he didn't have enough creep to really follow them. It would just be these little slow roaches trying to follow. Dang, though. Here's the expansion starting to go up. He's just making workers. With hidden expansions, I always want to transfer workers over there, especially because it's a gold expansion. But since transferring them may make it get caught, that's really a choice right now. Right now, I'd probably transfer because he's so far behind, he needs to do it. But we have a Dark Shrine going down, and I don't think that Project has scouted this yet, but he always has an Overseer. That is one of his plays. If you're watching this and you play a guy named Project Fox, don't rely on Cloaked Banshees or Dark Templar or whatever. Anything that needs to not be detected to be effective. Of course, Banshees are already effective. Go ahead and warp in those Dark Templar. There's one. There's another. Oh, I hate that. I mean, the one blade is more realistic, but the dual scythe is just way cooler. It's like, hey, I'm going to just destroy you with this dual scythe right now. Putting down a 5th gateway really would benefit from some more zealots, even though they're eaten by these roaches, but he just needs something in front to take damage. These stalkers are not strong enough. They do good support damage, but they're just not strong enough to take it all. Of course, I think his Dark Templar is in there. Yeah, there's 2 of them. They're so in the shadows I can't even see them. Oh, they're right there. But I couldn't see them. And we might have an engagement here. Really bad positioning for the Pro. Well, if Project had kept pushing, then it would have been a bad position. With that concave, he actually could have really engaged it. It would have been good. Oh my god, I was missing Mutalist. I'm sorry. He didn't get that kill on the pylon, which is good. And the Glaive Worms will be very effective against Guard Shield, but right now he's being pincered in some kind of horrible lesbian fashion. Oh, there we go. Awesome force fields, except for not perfect. Oh, those poor Zealots for Ire, they're going to be destroyed. Meanwhile, the Glaive Worms are having a heyday. That's good. Force field. If Project had moved up, he would have been able to destroy him, but being able to separate those roaches is very important here. However, the Mutalisks are still doing a lot of damage to the economy over at the Gold expansion, which isn't very big right now since there wasn't that many. High ground advantage is really going to go to the Protoss player, though he really needed it. For some reason, he's putting down force fields, which isn't that effective, and then he's backing up. This reminds me of the Uniden, right? Is it Uniden? Uniden, what are you doing? Just stay there. There's one Overseer, just overseeing around. Oh, blink over here. Use your blink. Use blink, damn it. You paid for it, now use it. If he focus fired, he could take out these roaches, I think. But, and if he uses blink micro, I'm sure he could. That's not what we call blink micro, that's called blinking on top of the roaches. That happens to make it better though, buying time for these turrets to come in. That is it for these roaches. And just massing up blink stalkers, which was something I did a lot in gold as well. Out of all the gateway units, stalkers are the only ones that really can be massed up. Ooh, time for some Dark Templar harass. They're going to go and kill that. Actually, it's not that bad for Dark Templar to attack larva, because they kill them so fast. Look, he's telling them to move a lot. He's like, move! What is your APM? M! Wow. Oh, goodbye, Dark Templar. In the smaller numbers, 4 of them probably would have been enough to just snipe this so quickly there's not much he could have done. But in the smaller numbers, hitting these larvae isn't a bad deal, because they're really weak. With 25 health and 10 armor, I think Dark Templar could one-shot him, especially with +1 weapons. That would be an effective use of your Dark Templar, not having them get destroyed. Oh, poke. Wow, poor bastard. What is your minerals? He needs to warp in some units. He's focused too much on micro right now. And the Dark Templar really didn't pay off. The units lost is L? Yes, it is. He's definitely doing better now. The roaches should have probably fallen back, and that, oh, he had +1 weapons that engagement. That's really what gave him the edge. Can't believe how good that is. But we got some mutalisks coming in for some harassment here. Too many blink stalkers and too many cannons. He needs to back up. There we go. Good job. Losing 2. We probably could have lost 1 with a little bit faster, but that definitely was a good job backing up there. Don't want to lose mutalisks for no reason. Ooh. Right now, the Protoss player, the silliest thing is he needs to not get any Dark Templar, because right now he really just needs to macro up a good army to fight this one. And right now, although having some Zealots in front would be good, he really can just mass up Blink Stalkers with a few sentries in for their Guardian Shield ability. That's all he really needs. We got another hidden expansion though, double hidden expansion for each player, 1 for each, double for the game. That's going to help Project stay in the lead overall, since, I don't know, I guess he transferred a lot of drones. Sometimes that can be good, but transferring about half usually it ends up a spike in income greater than it used to be. Overseer coming in, which is still good play. If he may not know this, but if he was able to contaminate that, which he can't yet, then it'd be really helpful, because that's all he's working on is queuing up probes, which gives me cancer. Oh, he's taking my advice. He's massing up Blink Stalkers, and he's got some Dark Templar, you fool. We don't want those. Those are bad. Those are so horrible when there's... If I could have chosen High Templar over Dark Templar in this game, I would have chosen High Templar, because there would have been better. Storming this, these aren't even the best units to storm, and it still would be better than using Dark Templar. Dark Templar against Zerg is something I greatly dislike, because they have Overseers so easy. They're easier to snipe than Ravens usually, because they are always floating around everywhere. And you can fix Ravens much faster than Overseers can heal, but it's just so easy to get an Overseer. It only costs 150, 100, right? Yes, I am awesome. 5,100 in 17 seconds. That's all he needs, but he's going to go for an engagement right here. This is really, really important here. He's ahead right now. If he just macroed up more, he could stay in the lead. But of course, with Project taking that secret expansion, it won't be that easy to do that in his current position. He'd be better off probably trying to get on the side here and trying to get the Mutalisks to kind of misclick over in this direction. Oh, that's not going to work unless you take advantage of the AI. Oh, these Dark Templar, they don't do enough damage. Oh, well, that's what happens when you use Dark Templar when there's Overseers floating around. They just blow up. Currently behind by only 250 minerals right now. Must engage proper. There's just so many Mutalisks. How many is that? By so many, I meant 6. There's 6 Mutalisks. 666 Mutalisk. If he got more Mutalisks right now, it could be effective, since mass Mutalisks are hard to stop for Blink Stoppers. For Blink Stoppers, it's hard to stop mass Mutalisks with Blink Stoppers. But he's really doing a good job staying on top of his economy. 600 gas is bad. He has too much gas. He could really just move his gas guys off to the minerals, especially because this isn't saturated very well. But he's doing a good job staying on top of the economy overall. The Protoss player is doing even better, though. And the Units tab indicates that right now, Project Fox is still He's drawing a lot better than he was in the last game I casted, but he needs to draw a little bit better at times. He really needs to grab the minerals right now to stay on top of that. Oh, what is that? I'm one of you guys, don't worry. We're cool, right? Oh my god. Yeah, he, 23 stalkers. It's really gonna come down to positioning here. I mean, he's ahead of the upgrades, I think. Yes, that is very good play from Protoss. He really, oh no, bad positioning though. This is gonna be lights up for that poor bastard. He needs to just ignore the hatchery and turn around right now. If he can get a good concave up here, he might have been able to hold off these roaches. But now they're moving up here. Large group of what is that, like, not 40, but it doesn't matter anyway. Good force fields. If they had been a little bit farther out, they could have really helped out right here. Probably enough to make them win the game. Oh, there's so many roaches though. Look at that. Their concave is just like some horrible pair of balls slowly getting bigger, like cancer. Oh, those guarded shields, and that's really what's going to kill these guys. Now they have full damage on them. And oh, he must have some Dark Templar in there. Yes, there it is. That wasn't bad, being able to hit that, but there's still too many roaches for these Dark Templar to deal with. They do 55 damage. It's going to take him like 3 hits. It's just too slow to be effective. He just needs to back up with these Blink Stalkers and keep having his Dark Templar do as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, just staying here is going to get him killed, though. Goodbye, Blink Stalkers. I knew they will. And the Calf is trying to come help for the day, but he's just not coming fast enough. Oh, look, he's in the way now. Dark Templar. There's an Overseer. 17 seconds away. 15 seconds now. 10 seconds. Going for the expansion. Needed to expand during that attack. His macro was failing a little bit. Definitely needs to get these probes on and working now if he's going to stay in the game. Right now, there's so many roaches. Project Fox, you're supposed to not use roaches at all until the next patch so nobody complains about them, stupid. Oh no, he needs force fields to even have a chance. Use the force fields. Oh no. Oh, that's probably it. You have to... Now is a good time to have Dark Templar because pretty much if he... Like I often say about Dark Templar, if you're behind, just warp them in and hope for the best because they're so insane and so risky. But if you're going to lose, you might as well do something like Dark Templar to win. And 4 of them might be enough. There's no Overseer. Maybe that's one right there.